Taurus, welcome to your dimensional tarot reading for the month of December. This is for the new moon, so these energies are active prior and leading up to the full. If you're unfamiliar with this form of tarot, please check out that description box below. It does contain all the information you could really need to learn about this form of tarot and why it exists. Simply put, though, it is the combination of Enneagram personality analysis and tarot cards combined. You can also check out that description box below. It contains some email addresses you can use to coordinate some readings if you're interested in one of those. And lastly, I have a kitchen witch, and she made me a homemade coffee, so I really have to brag about it. Look at the whipped cream. Oh my god, Taurus! I'm so spoiled. And I just needed to share that with you. Now, for some overall energies. An overall chakra energy is your third eye, visualization, imagination, focus, experience, and manifestation. An overall work your light energy, work your light oracle message is star family. You're part of a team of souls. Call in support. And finally, an overall moon message of action. I'm going to go ahead and dive right into your dimensional tarot spread. So for your peacemaker, we have the Eight of Pentacles. You're working on something. Next, we have the Nine of Cups, a wish fulfillment. The Ace of Wands, something driving you passionately, but maybe making you a bit fearful of loss at the Five of Pentacles. But I think that you know this is the path forward. At the King of Cups, you're grounding yourself. The Devil here, we have in your mind space, we have a lot of confusion possibly, a lot of self-doubt. Maybe that is where the Five of Pentacles is coming in. We have the Ten of Swords. There is some pain here. And previous to that, we had the Knight of Swords. Finally, the Seven of Swords, some need to act deceptively or to... This is a lot heavier of a reading than I initially expected for you. It seems like you went for something that you thought would bring you happiness, but it has only brought you pain. The King of Cups goes for the wish fulfillment to find the Ten of Swords. This Ten of Swords leads to the Devil, vastly insecure as you move forward here at the Seven of Swords, maybe just trying to get out of the situation, and you find your passion again. Now the King of Cups asks himself, do I go for my wish again? Well, you're working on it right now, but you're fearful of losing. But there's a part of you that does want to move forward. The Knight of Swords, the Knights are about movement, action. The Swords are about communication. The loyalist within you maybe wants to fight for something, but the achiever within you is fearful. Fearful of losing face, fearful of the hurt emotion. But there's something in you instinctually that's driving you for I'm going to take a look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Knight of Wands. Again, action. Action is your moon message. Maybe this is a message of support calling onto your third eye. I'm going to go ahead and clarify the Eight of Pentacles, the Peacemaker. The Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Star, healing. Maybe working on the self here. The Four of Swords, rest and recuperation, and then the Eight of Wands. So there seems to be a necessity for you to focus on the self, love the self, and then all else can follow. I'm going to look at your Five of Pentacles, which is clarified by the Two of Swords, a stalemate. Maybe this is where the inaction is coming. The King of Wands, your passions may be held back at this moment. Three of Pentacles as you build. Maybe it could be that you feel driven into action and you want to take action, but there's a need for you to heal from this Ten of Swords, from this insecurity, from all this stuff that makes you so fearful. For some of you, you could be fearful of departing for this Ace of Wands because of all of the pain of the past. But still, I think there is something fiery within you that is desiring this. I'm going to take and clarify your Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Cups. So you're searching here. Searching. Nine of Wands, defensive. And the Eight of Swords. Victimizing yourself. your search seems to be leaving you more isolated and alone. Maybe this is also why you're being called to have the message of your star family. You're part of a team of souls. Call in support. You don't necessarily have to do it alone. And in fact, the manifestation part, we can visualize all of what we so desire. But if we're not able to execute it because we're too busy, then it just leaves us feeling stagnant. And if we call in support for what we visualize, maybe then we can take more action towards what we seek. But I think there's a message of contemplation for yourself. But I don't want you to get so beguiled and lost in the self that you don't see the path and the journey forward. Some people can get stuck in stagnation in healing because they're just a pig rolling around in their own pain, wallowing in it, and not actually cleaning themselves up, but just, again, wallowing in it. And I don't want you to get caught in that vicious cycle, especially if you believe that those painful feelings are all that you deserve. I don't want you to feel that way. And I think there's a drive within you, especially with the Knight of Wands here on the underside of the deck, and this Knight of Swords in the Loyalist slot. It could be that you're crippling yourself with your insecurities right now, and it's leading to a lot of self-doubt. For those of you who are able to get through this, and maybe for some of you that could take the course of psychiatric help, or group therapy. There can be support groups, so you don't have to feel so alone. There's Facebook groups. There's ways for you not to feel isolated, even though during this time, especially with the pandemic, and especially if you're working from home or you're not able to go out as much. It's scary to go out even when you do, for some, and that can lead to a lot of painful things, especially isolation. Loneliness is crippling and damaging for your health as heart disease. So if you're feeling those feelings, first off, they're valid. You're not weak. You're not bad for having those feelings. It just means that you have to take care of them, because unless you do, it will stand in your way of completion, of self, of the journey to source and to a higher self. You will unfortunately be stagnant because you're not able to move forward in your healing process. You'll be at the Two of Swords. Your passion will be stuck. But there is a way forward, and it is letting the heart open to loving acceptance from others. And I'm going to go ahead and take a look at some unconscious energies to see if they can help us. Surrender as an underlying moon message. Surrender to the way of life instead of your expectations of the way life should be. And then perhaps you'll be able to take more sufficient action, because it'll be based in reality, not what you expect reality to be. Next, we have a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. This is probably related to your visualization message as well. Imagination, focus, experience, and manifestation. Creating the world that you want. Spending time to do so. And as an unconscious chakra message, we have the third eye itself. This is time with meditation, time spent with self, vision boarding, things, exercises, yoga, taking walks in nature. There's Buddhist monks who are able to just walk. There's exercises you can do, and there's just breathing in, and disconnecting from the muchness that is now, so that you can keep your vision clear of what you need to be and what you desire. All right, Taurus, I hope this message was able to help you in any way. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. And remember to check out that description box below if you have any further questions. I'll see you guys in the next video.